going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be installing the center console, and I'm going to show you guys the custom harness that I made. Before that, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been liking the videos, showing so much love on every video that I've uploaded, and everybody that's subscribing, bro. I really do appreciate it. It's gotten to the point where over 50% of the people that watch the videos aren't subscribed, so if you aren't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe because you don't want to miss out on the build. So yeah, I appreciate everybody though. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's get started on this video. But check it out, you guys. This is the center console we're going to be swapping it out with. This is the original one that came with the truck. It's a jump seat center console. This center console is pretty good, but you guys can see it folds up. It's got the compartment right here for putting shit in it. I mean, it's not a bad center console, but since we're doing the high country interior swap on my truck, that's just something we have to do, to get the complete look. And man, it's gonna look really good. A lot of people swap it out regardless because they just like how it looks, and man, it does look really good. Look at that small one, look at this one, and this one goes all the way up to the dash, so it's gonna look really good. It's gonna like complete the look inside of the truck. It's gonna go from here all the way up there. It's gonna look really good. And I wanted everything on my center console to work, so I made this custom center console. But look, check it out, you guys. So this right here is a custom center console harness that I made. I'm gonna go a little bit into detail on how I made this. If you have a 14 to 15 truck, you know that this connector right here is not the same as other connectors. This is a 24 pin connector, and the one for 16 and 18 is, I think, 16 pin connector. Regardless, I did a conversion on it. I think I might be the first person to have done this, is make this right here, because a lot of people are saying it's impossible to make this work, but I made it work. What I ended up doing is buying this harness off Amazon. It's a conversion for jump seat to full center console on the 16 to 18, but they don't sell the connector for the 24 pin. Oops. They don't sell the connector for the 24 pin anywhere. You can buy a service from Harness Doctor in order for him to convert your 24 pin, or you can do what I did and splice your harness, your original harness, and buy this harness off Amazon. This one makes the whole center console work, but as you guys can see right here, I ended up splicing it. What I ended up doing is color coordinating everything. Everything is pretty much color coordinated except for two wires. Is this yellow one up here, and then a white one that is over here. The white one goes to the gray one on the original harness, and the yellow one does not go to a green one. I had to extend it because on this black one right here, it converts into a different wire. If you take apart your whole harness, you need to take it all apart in order to retrieve like this media cable that's in there. I'll pop up a picture, I'll show you guys. You have to take the whole harness apart, and you have to split it, like the whole tape, because you don't want to damage it, but you're gonna take it all apart. And then once you take it all apart, you'll see what I'm talking about, that on one of the black cables it converts into a different black cable. It turns into a thick wire, so you'll see it once you get to that point. You'll see that it changes, the wire completely changes, and you'll want to take it apart. It's going to be together with these wires right here, the gray, green, and purple wire. They're going to be all together, so you're going to have to split that one as well. I did it with a box cutter. If that's what you want to do, just be very careful not to cut the wires, and then you'll see what I'm talking about, that this black wire converts into a different wire. The reason I'm saying is keep in mind that is because this is just different. So you're going to need to connect this black one, the black wire that's different, to the yellow one, and then there's two more black ones, but one is thicker than the rest of them, and that one's going to be the ground, and then this other one is going to be a regular ground as well. That's going to be the ground for, I believe, this one right here. So keep in mind of that. The only black one that's going to be different is going to go to the yellow one, and the rest of the black ones just match it up with the thickness on the other one, and everything else is pretty much color coordinated. And other than that, everything works, but you will need to get the media cable from the other center console and then use it if you want this one to work, and it's going to work fully. The only reason that you can't use this one is because it doesn't plug in to this one right here. And if this doesn't make sense to you yet, you'll have to find out for yourself. You have to look at your harness, look at everything you're looking at, and see what I'm talking about, about this, about these connectors right here. The only thing that isn't probably going to work is these right here, I think. because I'm gonna route them up a different way. I'm gonna power them up a different way from my aftermarket head unit, and then these are gonna work. The 110 volt is not gonna work, and I'm not gonna try to. I'm gonna use this for something else, and everything is gonna work in here. The light on the center console is gonna work. If you didn't know, there's a light right here, and this one's gonna work as well, the cigarette lighter, and the one on the back is gonna work as well. But if you have a single cab, you probably don't have no use for this, but if you have a full-size truck, it's gonna work. I'm gonna link a video down below so you guys can go check it out, how to take apart the center jump seat to take out the harness. If you guys didn't see the last video, we installed this custom carpet and these custom floor mats in the single cab, so they look really good. And yeah, man, all we have to do is plug in to these right here. Again, 24 pin, 14 to 15, different on the 16 to 18, and then here's the media port. And yeah, everything is gonna work little by little, bro. This build is coming out really good, and I can't wait to see it inside. Man, I'm excited. And then we're gonna put in the head unit, bro. It's gonna look really good. Hopefully what I said makes sense to you guys, but I'm gonna go over it just again if it didn't make sense. The yellow one is gonna go to the thick black wire that changes in the harness, so make sure you take it apart completely in order to see that. And then the white one's gonna go to the gray one, and everything else has its own individual color that it matches up with. And yeah, that's how you get everything else to work. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean the center console because it is a little bit dirty right now. It's been sitting for a minute, so I'm gonna have to clean it up. And then all my chemicals are frozen right now because it's been super cold outside. I'm gonna clean it with just some microfiber rag towel with water. And yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning it because, man, it's been sitting for a minute and it's dirty. I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys as well the tape that I have. And this right here is what I'm gonna be using in order to finish off the rest of this harness. It's gonna clean it up and it's gonna look really good, just so it gives it a nice OEM look to it, and you're not gonna be able to see these cables anymore. And yeah, I'm gonna leave a few links down below if you want to buy some tape like this. I'm gonna leave just a few different products down there, so if you guys want to go check or pick some of this stuff up, it's pretty good and it's gonna give you a nice OEM look. I just cleaned up everything. When I originally got it, I had taken everything apart. It's really hard to put these rubber pieces of the center console on. It's kind of hard. It's doable. You just gotta really take your time with it. We got these in here, the rubber, all of them. I took them all out so I can clean them. Only thing is, I'm gonna probably still clean the cup holder one. I'll clean this bracket up. People say you don't need this bracket, but this goes in front of the dash and mounts up in front of the dash, I think, like this. You don't need this, but people say that, you know, if you can get it, you might as well get it. And then over here, I finished up taping the wiring harness up, and I put a zip tie where the original zip tie was. It was like this. So now the cable zip tied on there, and it won't come out through here on the outside. And it's all taped up now. It looks really good. But I really wish I could find this material. It's like more softer than this. The harness tape looks really good. Though, look at that. Looks really good. I have the bracket right here. I cleaned it up and it turned out pretty nice. I didn't think it was going to be this shiny, but in order to install this, you have to have this removed if you haven't already removed it. And it's two 10mm bolts down here, and there's two 10mm bolts up there, and then there's these two tabs that help the bracket align, and then another tab down here. So the tabs would go right here, and then right down here, and that's what's going to hold it in. I'm going to install this first. 4 10mm is going to hold it in, and then I'm going to plug in the harness and then bring in the center console. I just realized I just cut myself. I don't know how. Anyways, we're gonna get the media cable, and I'm gonna run this gray side right here, the gray end of the cable, and I'm gonna run it up through this port right here in order to get the media port to work. And that's what you have to do because it doesn't plug in right there. You can buy a different cable in order to make this work. Instead of using this one, you can do like a different method, like the ones that everybody does. If you watch another video, you know what I'm talking about. But since you want the middle one to work, the one inside the center console, I'm gonna run through this one. And if you want everything to work on the center console, this will make everything work. It's still gonna work. I'm gonna use a different method in order to power up the other, what's it called, the other ports that are on the right there, the USB ports. I'm gonna use a different method in order to power it. I'm gonna use a head unit, the aftermarket one. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you wanted to use OEM, you have to buy a different cable. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but if you watch another video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I just ran it through there. It's pretty easy. It's right there. And then you guys can see the original one that comes with the center console. Basically the same thing, but just that it doesn't plug into this one. And yeah, and then now that one's gonna work. Look how I have it set up right now. This is the big connector, and then down there's the one for the truck, and then there's that one. I zip tied it right there, and I think I might redo that, to be honest. I want it to be a little bit smaller than that, not take up as much space. And then I'm gonna twist it more just so we can have a cleaner install and then put everything back together. I'm gonna show you guys before I put in the bolts. Put it in. I still have to line up the holes on the carpet. I already cut them out. I also make sure that the cables were not hitting anything on the bottom of the center console by popping it up right here. It's not bolted down. Popping it up right there and checking it, and the cables are literally right there. And then there's some bracket right there for this. This doesn't hit it or anything. Everything clears up. Nothing's getting hit. And yeah, just make sure that your harness is good over here, that you can pull it up freely. You can move it right there. Just moved it, and I'm gonna pull up my other cables right here. There's the ones for the rest of the center console. I'm gonna just have to get these bolts right here. I have them in the bag over there. Let me show you. So it's gonna be a 15mm socket, and that's 4 of them all around. And I believe on there it's gonna be 10mm. I believe. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know if that's right. But yeah, man, this thing looks so good. Look at that. It's all coming together. Like, I don't know, bro. Look at it. I put in the 4 bolts that go around. It's 4 15s, like I said. I had to trim a little bit of the carpet because it was a little bit too like up. You can still align it. It will still work. You don't have to cut out the centerpiece. But if you want it to fit perfect, the OEM carpet does have a slit in it for the brackets that go under the center console. So if you want to have that slit on the carpet, you can. I didn't want to. It still works perfectly fine. I just had to struggle a little bit. We have to put in the bolts right there. Just remember that. So let me get the bolts for that, and then we'll plug in this and then put in the side trim pieces right here. And man, it's looking so good already. It's fully installed. One thing I forgot to do is these side trim pieces, they have to go in first. It has like a slot that this needs to go into it. This tray right here, it pops right up, and you can remove it by just popping it up. It has like 2 slots on both sides, so you have to put in these first and then install this one. Yeah, I fully installed it, and then I remembered that I'm gonna have to do my sound system, so I'm probably gonna have to take this out again. But it's okay, because right now I don't think we're gonna do that. Not right now, but we'll see. But dang, it looks really good. We got the charger right here, and then we got the ports right here, obviously. And I'm gonna show you guys right here that the light inside the center console, it lights up. As you guys can tell right there, it's lighting up. And then when you close it, it turns off. I think you'll be able to see it right there. Yep. Boom. So the light in the center console works. This port works with the media cable. I'll show you guys that in a second. This one inside of the center console works as well. Show you guys real quick. It works. And then the one in the back as well works. Show you guys real quick. I have these right here. The only problem that I'm having right now is that this one, obviously it works because it already had that outlet from the truck originally. So that one already had the cable. So let this die down. But this one does not work for me, and I'm gonna have to check it out why. So I just diagnosed the issue, and it's pretty simple. The reason why it doesn't work, we're getting 15 volts on each one, which is good. I mean, this one has power. What I didn't notice is that the aftermarket one is on the wrong side, and this one's on the other side. So it needs to go on the other side. That's why it's not getting it's not giving power to the outlet. I'm gonna see if I can unpin it real quick by taking out this. All right, so I just unpinned it, and this was not expected. I didn't test this one before even putting it in, but I just took it out. So it's an easy fix. They just pinned it in the wrong one, and all you have to do is swap it to the other side. But if you wanted to see how I did it, I grabbed this pick right here, and then you can see right here there's 2 tabs right here, and that's what holds the clip in. The pin in is these 2 clips right here. That's what holds it in, and you just have to push it the opposite way. So as you guys can see, it's holding it in right there. So I push it in out this way to the left, and I just pulled this right out, and all I have to do is put it on this side, and it's gonna work on there. And there you go. I just repinned it right now. All I have to do is swap it to the other side, and it's there, and it's not gonna come out. It ain't gonna come out because it's clipped in. You'll hear it click in when you put it in. I'm surprised how easy that was. Thankfully, we didn't have to cut any wires on this one. So yeah, and then all we have to do is put it back, and now everything's gonna work. So now it's powered on. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. And all we had to do is repin it, just rewire the pin, and yeah, everything works. I got it plugged in right now. As you guys can see, power cable's right here. microphone right there. This is the USB. This is the MP3. What's it called? The 3.5 millimeter jack right here. That one works, which I don't know who uses that still. We'll click on Apple CarPlay. I'm gonna connect it real quick. But yeah, let me connect my phone real quick and I'm gonna show you. So I'm really happy with the end result, to be honest. I mean, I can't complain, bro. If these don't work, that's fine with me. These two right here. For the sound system, I think I'm gonna be swapping out this one. I'm gonna see if I can swap this to over here, so I can have the sound system over here, and then this one all the way over there. I'm not sure if it's possible to remove it, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I want to move this one right here, and I'm gonna see if I can modify this or this space right here to some sound system, so it could be like this, you know, turn it down, and I think it's gonna be pretty good if we do it that way. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. You know, I just showed you guys that everything works, and hopefully it hasn't been laggy because the lighting makes it a little bit laggy. So yeah, man, it looks really good. I'm so excited, bro. Check out the Denali cluster, check out my steering wheel, bro. Hopefully sooner or later we'll be able to find a clock spring to power this one on. And yeah, man, this build is coming together pretty good, and I'm just so excited to be able to drive this thing in the summertime, bro. Cruise the street and stuff like that. But man, yeah, it's turning out pretty good. Next video, we're gonna be changing out the head unit, so stay tuned for that, guys. I'm so thankful to everybody that's been watching every single video, bro. I really do appreciate it. It's insane. But yeah, man, I'm just really happy that everybody's been watching my videos and everybody's been showing so much love in general. It's actually crazy. And then yeah, we still gotta do my side pillows right there. Oh, I have to change the color, and the seat belts, I'm gonna have to change the color. I think the door panel is gonna be the last thing that I end up changing. But yeah, man, center console's in, looking good. When I detail this thing, like for the first time, I'm gonna detail it once everything is in, and sheesh, everything's gonna look 10 times better. So this is gonna look 10 times better, this is gonna look 10 times better. I can't wait. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, you know, subscribe. Over 50% of people are not subscribed, so if you made it this far, bro, you might as well subscribe.